We're told that imperfection proves authenticity. Handwritten letters, film grain, human errors. But this reverence for flaws is not natural. It's a strategy. Benjamin argued that aura, or what we call authenticity, is manufactured through ritual and tradition. When something can be copied endlessly, its aura evaporates. So we look to the signs of wear: scratches on vinyl, ink smudges, as proof that an object is real. But here's where it gets strange. Once you demand authenticity from mass, while the camera listens to a woodworker describe the grain and imperfections of his hand. Carved table. Let's consider what we're really buying. We don't want craftsmanship. We want proof that something is real. And in a world where everything can be copied infinitely, authenticity becomes not just desirable, but necessary for trust. The problem: we're trading real history for visual trickery. The past isn't preserved. It's curated to sell the illusion of sincerity.
The year 1958 in America marked a pivotal shift between post-war optimism and Cold War anxiety.
Every time a new medium arrives, radio, film, television, it brings its own flaws. But as these technologies evolve, those mistakes don't fade away. Instead, they get repurposed into something nostalgic. The crackle of vinyls, the static on old TV broadcasts, even the compression artifacts in early video games. They all start out as errors and end up as signs of authenticity. We've turned imperfections into currency. As a voiceover praises, stunning in color, packaging. It's not just selling a product, it's selling emotion. The design is engineered to make you feel something before you even open the box. This idea isn't new. What has changed is how we mine the past for emotional textures and repurpose them as authenticity. It's less about remembering and more about simulating feeling through curated imperfection. Now look at how we digitally simulate these textures. Instagram filters, AI, generated handwriting, software that mimics old film grain. These are not just tools, but emotional triggers. The past is being manufactured in real time to sell the illusion of authenticity in a world where everything feels too clean, too perfect. And so our devices become time machines. Each swipe down the feed, a trip through curated nostalgia.
Documents from the archives of the Department of Foreign Affairs reveal the uncertainty that existed in Ireland in the aftermath of the Second World War. The papers just published shed light on how Ireland sought to redefine its global position.
In the first place, we can rectify current with it, converting AC to DC. We can do this merely by connecting an electronic tube in series with an AC circuit.
The more we learn to spot fake news, the better they get at hiding in plain sight. Just this week, a new AI housing platform uses deepfakes to generate virtual home tours that look like real footage from decades ago, complete with grainy textures and flickering shadows. These algorithms are not trying to be perfect. They're aiming for and perfect enough. The goal is trust, not accuracy. So we see images that mimic the aesthetic of authenticity. Polaroid scans, scratched film negatives, even weathered parchment back. The panic around deepfake technology isn't about what they look like, but the fact that we can no longer be sure of what we're seeing at all. In the early 20th century, Van Gogh feared photography flattened the human soul. Now AI flattens truth itself into a series of editable frames and manipulable pixels. There is no soul in an algorithm, only parameters. But because it looks like us, speaks like us, we are forced to believe it might be real. The result: a crisis not of deception, but of perception, where the human becomes just another media format. As spoofers grow more sophisticated, detectors become obsessed with the minutiae, unnatural reflections in eyes, inconsistent lighting across frames. It's a digital version of trying to spot a forged painting by counting brushstrokes. But this arms race has deeper consequences. Every time we detect another flaw, we push the next generation of forgeries closer to perfection. The line between real and simulated doesn't just blur, it vanishes. We're not just faking.
Modern packaging does more than wrap and hold and conceal. Stunning in color, ingenious in design.
The phone of 1946 promised a revolution in connectivity, swift, reliable communication across distances. But what it really offered was something subtler, an illusion of personal touch at scale. Each call felt like someone had leaned into the speaker, whispered right to you. It wasn't just about the message anymore. It was about making the technology feel warm, like it had presence and personality. As the voiceover from the past touts efficiency and clarity, we see its limitations, flat tones, no inflection beyond scripted phrases. Yet it still convinces us of its sincerity. The same dynamic plays out today with AI. Voices that mimic human cadence, or chatbots trained to sound natural. We don't care about what they do anymore. What matters is how convincingly they pretend we matter. We outsourced meaning to machines so we could trust process over presence. Now we demand our tools carry emotional weight, moral nuance, even soul. This is the paradox. The more we surrender authenticity to systems, the more desperately we seek it in their seams. We don't reject artificiality. We repackage it as if it was always there. Like a handwritten letter from an algorithm,